What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. I got a really unique one here. It doesn't really look like much, but this is a sweet bag of military collectibles that I just picked up fresh from an estate sale. And I think the theme here is there's a lot of pilot survival gear in here, spanning from like World War II to Vietnam era. And there might be a few civilian items thrown in there too, but I kind of paid up for this stuff. I paid 120 bucks for it. I do think it was worth it, and I wanted to share with you guys some real unique finds in here. So let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna pull out of here is the largest item, and that is this vest right here. So let's take a look at this vest. This is a pilot survival vest, and it is pretty sweet. So it's got the U.S. Army Air Forces insignia, so that tells me it's probably from World War II. It has so many pockets in here. You got personal items pockets. You have some other ones right here, like a fire starter pocket with a knife, whistle, razor, oil, compass, matches, fishing kit, sewing kit, insect repellent, man, just so much fascinating things. So this is what a pilot would be wearing during World War II if he had to bail out somewhere. I'm gonna assume this may be more like a jungle theme, so maybe the Pacific theme, but they could have also possibly used this in the European theater of war as well. But it is kind of interesting. This is has a hole blown in it right there. I'd like to think that's like shrapnel or something, but you know, that's probably just some, it kind of looks intentional or just, you know, torn over the years. But let's take a look inside, and I'm gonna see if there's any tags in here. All right, so I got it opened up here, and this truly is a vest. You can see the back part, it has an opening as well. It just has some rope right here to tie it up. But there's another insignia for U.S. Army Air Forces. And here's another pocket for a mosquito head net. Yeah, so I'm thinking this is like a Pacific theater of war type of thing. This tells me it's probably late war, maybe like 1944 to late or mid 1945. And we do have a tag right here. It says it's a type C1 emergency sustenance vest, and it is made by the Aircraft Appliance Corporation. Yeah, so this is a really neat vest right here, and I have never come across one of these, especially in the wild. It's kind of unusual to do. Now the value on this, I've done a little research, and as you know, I paid $120 for everything. This is probably like a $100 vest if it didn't have those rips. I'm thinking it's maybe like a $50 or $75 vest, but you know, with these other items I'm about to show you, it can make it more valuable. So let's take a look at this stuff and see what's in there. All right, I got it all poured into this box. I just feel like it's better presentation that way. So I'm just gonna start picking pieces off of here. So a lot of this stuff is still sealed. And this says sunglasses. So that is very cool. These are like some pilot survival sunglasses. I can feel them inside, but they're very paper feeling. So I think this is just like very rudimentary type of sunglasses in case you're in a dire need for something. So that is super neat. Anything that's sealed, you know, from World War II is super hard to come by. And like I said, I think there is some, I'm pretty sure this is like a civilian piece. I'm not sure if all of this came from the same man. In fact, I think that vest I got, they might have been used during the Vietnam War as well. So kind of a mix of World War II, Vietnam, and civilian stuff. Like here is a bandage dressing, still sealed. This is looking like it's Vietnam War, maybe 1950s. And there's just so much stuff in here. Here is a sewing kit. You still got the needles and the thread in there. Wow, that is very neat. It's kind of like you're stepping into a time machine from the Vietnam War or something like that. Here's a compass. Interesting. Let me see how I get this opened up. All right, I got it opened up. I'm not so sure this is military issue. Kind of looks like a camping type thing, but this is a nice compass. I'm gonna have to do some research on this. It's probably at least a $50 compass. Seems good quality. Still working too. And we got some more. This looks like some sort of, it's like, I don't know what this is. If it's food, seasoning, or sawdust for something for making fires, possibly. And we have some tweezers too. Tweezers and safety pins. Just a lot of useful little tools that you would want if you were stranded in the middle of a Pacific jungle. A lot of useful things. And here is a surgical preparation razor. Now I don't see a date on here except possibly this 170. This might be from 1970. So Vietnam War era. It definitely looks so. Made out of plastic. But these things are just difficult to find, especially in sealed condition. There's a lot of collectors out there who are trying to build their survival kits. They are looking to piece things together. So a lot of these things can be pieced out individually if you prefer to do so. Here's an emergency blanket by Thermos. Probably civilian use. Flash guard blue. I'm not sure what this is. This one is really neat right here. This is a signal mirror. Very cool. Another sealed piece. And item 20, cake of soap. So here is what I think is a bar of soap in here. Still sealed after 40 plus years. Wow. Here's another one. I think this is another type of soap. Look, liquid soap. So this is like a liquid bottle of soap. And here's another one here. I can't make. I see maybe a ANT. Maybe this is repellent, some sort of mosquito repellent. I think these are going to be water purification tablets, iodine, and this is manufactured 466. So this is prime Vietnam War era. Tablets still in their glass, sealed. And we have some sort of reflective. I do think this is military, just based off of the plastic, and some of the other ones have this type of Velcro. I think maybe to Velcro onto maybe a jacket or some sort of equipment in the airplane. We have another emergency blanket. I'm gonna unroll this and see what this is. And this is super, super neat. Water storage bag. Caution, water is vital for survival. Purify before drinking. See instructions. Another unique piece. And this is definitely liquid insect repellent from 1966. Looks like it's possibly been used or maybe just evaporated over the years. Mosquito head net, mittens, and nylon. Got some bandage. Fishing line. Wow, that's very neat. I know if you're not really into military collectibles, it might sound kind of odd that I'm fangirling over this stuff. It's just not every day you come across these sealed pilot survival items. And this is, I think this says like a match. Yeah, this is a fire starter. That's pretty cool. Beef bouillon. Wow. And it may have leaked a little over the years, but there's still some in there. Oh, I think this is some sort of saw. It feels really cheap. If it is, it's just a really thin, cheap piece of metal in there. Wow. I'm almost tempted to open, one of these up to see what's inside, but I just don't want to ruin the collectability of it. And then you got some flares here. I'm pretty sure these flares are civilian. These are Sky Blazer. I've heard of this before. I think these are, your normal camping survival flares that they sell. Even though these ones are pretty old, probably from the 60s or 70s. Oh, and this is really, really neat right here. Lipstick, anti-chap, sunburn protective. That is always cool to have GI lipstick. I've actually sold lipstick before from World War II. It was a military issue, and they can go for some big money, especially to people who are reenacting. I think I sold it for 30 or 40 bucks for just a normal lipstick, chapstick. And here's a little patch in here. And then right here we have, this looks like another signal mirror for survival. Type 1. Yeah, this might be from World War II era. I'm kind of getting that feeling from it. Looks a little older, and I have seen these. They were made for the US Navy. So this is very possibly World War II era. And like I said, there are some World War II items in here, including this. Let me show you this. And there you have it. These are some pilot fur-lined goggles for high altitude. And they're in very good shape. Usually these are pretty beat up, but this one is in good shape. It's got the original case. It's got a number on there. You can probably trace that number to the soldier, because a lot of times they stamped their equipment, not just with their ID numbers, but they had like equipment numbers as well to differentiate what is theirs. But this is another unique piece from World War II. That's probably a nice, $50, $60 set of goggles there. Let's see what else we have. Another fishing kit. Very cool. And there's something in here. Let's see what's in here. All right, some sort of survival saw knife. Pretty cool. And then we got a little pocket knife in here. And the last thing in here is my favorite item. And this is a still sealed wrist compass from what looks like the Vietnam War era. Still sealed in its plastic, never been taken out, never been messed with, and I can tell that this is from Vietnam era. Looks a little more modern. And I believe these were made by Waltham. And this compass alone, even if it's not in its plastic, it's easily a $100 compass. This one I think can fetch a little bit more because it's not opened up. Might be able to fetch a couple $100 for it, but just another really unique piece. You don't find this stuff sealed that often. This is a really great pickup and haul right here. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoy this impromptu video of these military collectibles that I just picked up. If you have anything to add or anything I missed, please drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, especially if you like this type of content, you guys. I really appreciate the support. All right, everybody, take care.